Alright, so it was good. We back with another video. Damn, this like bright as hell on my face. As you can see, we took no trades today. The 21st. Let's just lock out. Fuck it. Let's just lock out. So we took no trades today. The 21st. We obviously took no trades yesterday. I told y'all I don't trade no news Mondays, so we did not trade yesterday. We did look at the market though. So coming into the day, I saw that we were extremely bullish. So we were in an uptrend. As y'all can already tell, like I said, my drawn liquidity was higher, so I was leaning bullish for the day. But there was no SMTs here with any significant high. Now real quick, I'm gonna just let y'all know what these lines mean in different colors. Orange is previous week lower high. Red is previous day lower high. Blue is previous session lower high. And then occasionally you'll see this color right here, purple. That's just a 90-minute cycle lower high, which I use on the 5-minute time frame to get that's really the last set of SMTs I'll use. But we came into the day with no SMTs. I had no idea what we were gonna do, but since I was bullish and since we were closer to London low on NQ and ES, I was really looking for a London low SMT to push us up higher towards this overall drawn liquidity. Now I knew that we could potentially get held up after we took out previous day high, so if that got taken out, I knew I probably wasn't going to take a trade. But you can see we created this London low SMT at the same time that YM took the previous day high SMT. Now another thing that I look for is an SMT on a lower time frame. So the minimum that I need to enter is a SMT like this, a session SMT, and then beyond that I need one more, either on the 90-minute or the micro. Micro is just a regular 1-minute SMT. I knew we could reverse in this area, but we also had this 1 hour fair value gap right here that was also in equilibrium of this range. Now I don't normally look at that, but in this case I wanted to see that because we just had so much going on up here already. We took out London low on both pairs, so you would think there is no SMT, but we didn't take it out on YM, so the SMT still exists. So this was still valid to take longs off of. Since it was already after 10:30, I was really looking for a 90-minute because 10:30 opens up the new 90-minute cycle. Actually, we had a 90-minute. I'm tripping. I was not focused enough. So this was actually a valid trade because, as you can see, this 90-minute cycle starts at 9 right here and it ends at 10:30. So 10:25 was the low of that entire cycle, and you can see NQ took it out at 10:30. Over here, ES's low of that cycle was at 10 a.m. and we never touched that. So this was actually a 90-minute cycle, and that's what caused us to push up. That would have been a valid entry for sure. What I would be looking for after that is 1-minute displacement. We get it right here at 10:35. And since this drawn liquidity still wasn't taken out, I definitely could have got in and just targeted some type of internal highs. Probably these ones up here. That would have been a clean 1 to 2. We definitely could have took that. That's valid. But the thing is, once YM takes this high out, because that's my overall drawn liquidity, I would have to go break even because we could easily reverse right there and start to dump again. Now it's not likely, but we could. So I would have had to go break even at what, 1040, which I really wouldn't have liked to do. I don't know if I would have followed my plan on that, to be honest. But if I did follow my plan, I would have got stopped at break even. I likely would have probably adjusted risk a little bit, but I don't think I would have went break even there. Regardless though, there was really too much going on and it wasn't clear enough for me to take a setup that I really trusted. And I was also pretty tired, so I was kind of falling asleep on the charts. So it's probably better that I didn't take any trades. But had I seen this, I might have taken a trade. I'm not going to lie, because this is actually pretty clean. But I'm completely fine with missing that. And I'm going to preface it with this. One of the biggest issues that I had as a trader is missing setups, missing good, solid setups. So I used to think if I missed a winning setup, that just increased my probability of losing the next trade. But that's not really how probabilities work. So let's say you have a 70% win rate. That means each individual trade has a 70% chance of winning. It has nothing to do with the last trade or the next trade. This trade individually has a 70% chance of winning, right? I used to think that, let's say I took 3 losses in a row. I'm like, well, my win rate's 70%. So if I just took 3 losses in a row, the next one is most likely going to win. It is most likely going to win because your win rate's 70%, but not because you lost 3 trades in a row. That 70% is isolated to each trade. And on the flip side, if I won 4 or 5 trades in a row, I'd be like, I'm probably going to lose soon. I'm probably going to lose soon because I win 70% of the time and I just won the last 5 out of 5 trades. So a loss is coming up, but that's not true. Because like I said, that 70% is isolated to this one singular trade. It has nothing to do with previous or future trades at all, right? Think about it like flipping a coin, right? If you flip a coin, heads or tails, it has a 50% chance of winning. So let's say you flipped heads 10 times out of 10. You're like, damn, it's 100% heads. And I flipped it 10 times. I must be getting tails soon. But the next time you flip it, you expect to get tails. That doesn't make sense because you know there's 2 sides. It's 50% chance no matter what. The probability doesn't increase or decrease for either side on this one singular flip. It's 50% no matter what. So I had to realize that each individual trade is independent of previous trades. You see what I'm saying? Now, the reason why that way of thinking was so harmful is because if I missed a winning setup, I felt like I was fucking my probability up, and now I'm more likely to lose the next trade, and now I'm not profitable no more. Now my system's gonna fail now if I miss a setup. That's how I felt, which is completely illogical and irrational. So once I came to terms that even if I miss a setup, my system is still profitable, it still has the same win rate, it doesn't matter. I started to understand that if I miss a setup, it's not that big of a deal. I say all that to say that when you no longer are scared to miss setups, you no longer force trades. Because everybody knows it's pretty easy to catch a win. Like you see your favorite trader catch a dub, you might have caught the same dub. And you kind of feel like that nigga now. Like, we both caught the same trade. Like, I can really trade. I'm doing the same shit these profitable traders are doing. But what people fail to realize is it's very easy to catch the same trade as other people, especially when it's an obvious trade. Anybody can catch an obvious trade. Even unprofitable traders can catch the same trades that I take or that fucking TJR takes or Umar Ashraf takes. You feel me? We can all catch the same trades if the market is showing its hand very well. That's easy to do. What's hard to do and what separates profitable traders from unprofitable traders is avoiding losses, knowing when to stay out of the market, when to be risk off, risk adverse. That's what separates profitable traders from unprofitable traders. So long story short, I realized that it doesn't make sense to be scared to miss a move and feel like you have to get in on a trade. It's counterproductive. I used to feel like if there was any chance of this setup winning and it passed my trade criteria on a technical standpoint, I have to get in on the trade. Even if my intuition was telling me this is low probability conditions or XYZ, if my technical checklist was checked off, I would take the trade. But that's basically pattern trading. That's essentially pattern trading. Professional traders know when they should not be in the markets, even if everything is checked off on their list. Just because you have your whole checklist clear does not mean you should be taking the trade, right? Essentially, this just allowed me to come to the conclusion that if we only take setups that would be stupid not to take, yes, our trade frequency will go down. That kind of sucks. But in reality, it doesn't, because you will have a higher P&L and you will make more money. Another thing that this does, it allows you to trade much more in a stress-free mindset. You're no longer worried about if this setup could work out or not. You're no longer fighting yourself in your mind like, damn, should I take this? I mean, it might work out. and then you don't take it and it works out, and now you pissed at yourself. Or you take it and it doesn't work out, and now you pissed at yourself because you took it. You see what I'm saying? That's not how you should be trading. That's not professional. You only taking A+ setups that are literally calling to you. Like, you need to take this. You have to take this. If you only do that, your win rate is going to go up so much higher. Yes, your trade frequency, like I said, is going to go down. But now if you lose, it's like, well, it would have been dumb not to take that. That's winning 9 out of 10 times. So I don't even care that I lost. I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing. And when it wins, it's kind of expected. It's like, yeah, I won. It was a great setup. And I just feel like that's a much more ideal way to trade, even though I'm trading less now. Because, like, for example, I would have taken this trade most likely a couple weeks ago. And, yeah, it would have won. But would it have been worth it? Because I might have got that same feeling on the trade later in the week. Like, damn, I don't know if I should really take this. My drawing liquidity is already about to get hit. I don't know, but it looks good. Fuck it, I'm going to take it. And then that one loses. So, yeah, I just won this trade, but I lose the next two that gave me the same feeling, the same intuitive feeling that this trade gave me. You feel me? And then it's like, well, I just took 2 extra trades for no reason. So I'd rather just only take the A+ setups, trade less often, less stress on me, and win more often, make more money. You feel me? So that's really the aha moment I had while I was looking through my journal and also watching some psychological videos. Shout out to AG Trades. Shout out to Cole, Salman, all them niggas. I also want to give y'all another aha moment that I had. So this was really like the second aha moment that I feel like is going to allow me to be consistently profitable. The first one that allowed me to make any money at all, to get them 2 payouts, was understanding that losses are not the end of the world. So my mindset used to be, if I take a loss, I'm a bad trader. Or fuck, like, my mindset, okay, boom, my stop loss get hit. Instantly, I'm thinking, damn, am I really ever going to make it? Like, how much longer is this going to take? I lost again. Like, what the fuck is going on? Does my strategy work? Do I need to, like, what am I doing wrong? That would instantly be my mindset every time. Then, right before I got my payouts, I shifted it. Because I started backtesting more. I started realizing, okay, this was a good loss. I knew what a good and a bad loss was. I was like, okay, this is a loss. It's just necessary. It's part of my system. I did nothing wrong. I'm going to come back tomorrow and do the same thing. And that allowed me to get my first payout. So that, combined with only taking A+ setups, understanding, like, really understand, if you miss a setup, it's not bad. That's not a bad thing at all. Honestly, I feel like if you miss a setup, it's damn near a good thing. Because if that setup was truly aligned with your system to the highest probability, to where you are most likely to win the trade, you wouldn't even question it. You wouldn't miss it because there's no question about it. You just execute. There would be no way for you to miss the move. You see what I'm saying? Unless you a retracement trader and you feel me, you don't get that retracement. That's a little bit different. But I take retracement entries every once in a while. I'm usually getting in off the expansion though. So let's say you see a setup that technically checks off every confluence on your list, but something's telling you, I don't really like this trade. I don't know if I should get in, right? So you don't get in, and then it ends up hitting. A lot of people would feel like shit about that. They would feel like they're doing something wrong, and now they're going to start forcing trades when they shouldn't, and now they're unprofitable. But being mad that setup hit, even though you questioned it and it wasn't completely aligned with your system, is like getting mad that somebody won the lottery or made $1,000 at the casino. Like, damn, I should have picked that lottery ticket. Damn, I should have bet that money on that machine instead of this one. But bro, it wasn't even in alignment with your system enough for you to have full conviction to actually enter. So why are you upset that it hit? Because it just as easily could have not hit, and you would have lost money. Like this. All right, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I know I'm rambling like a motherfucker, but if there was a setup, right, and you would be mad if it hit and you didn't take it, but you would also be mad if you took it and it lost, you shouldn't be in that trade. You should not be in that trade, bro. Let me say that one more time. If you see a setup forming and you get that feeling of, damn, should I take this? And and then you take it and it loses and you get mad, or you don't take it and it wins and then you get mad, you shouldn't be in that trade at all, because it's not probable. It's not in complete alignment with your system. You should only be in trades that you feel good about no matter the outcome. No matter the outcome, because you know it was completely in alignment with your system. Those are the only trades you should take. I hope that made sense, man. This is the mindset I'm adopting, and I think it's gonna make me consistent for real. Cause I got the risk management down. I'm not over leveraging no more. I got the over trading down. I only take 1 to 2 trades per day, and 2 trades is on the very rare side. You see what I'm saying? I don't go on tilt no more. I lock myself out when I need to. So I got all those very important fundamental things down. I think these 2 mindset shifts, being able to take a loss and understanding that was just part of my system, and not feeling like shit, not losing confidence from it, and also understanding that if a setup isn't super 100% clear to me, it's not worth taking. I think these 2 things are going to make me consistently profitable. Like payouts every single month type shit. I think this is what's going to elevate my trading to the next level. So I want to give y'all that little piece of game. Y'all going to see in real time if this works for me. All I have to do is stay disciplined now. That's it. Y'all going to see in real time this changed my trading. And y'all going to be applied. Y'all, why can I not talk? And y'all going to be able to apply it to y'all trading too. So that's really all I got for y'all today, man. I appreciate y'all watching this shit. I hope y'all enjoyed. This is day 1. Probably gonna title this something like day 1 of 30 following my rules. Even though I should follow my rules every day, it's easier if you break it down into smaller days. Because then once you hit that 30 days, you can check it off. Okay, I did it for 30 days. And then you could restart for another 30 days. And then you just start, it becomes a habit. But yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all. Hope y'all found some value in this. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow.